You are getting ready for your grandson's B-Day party, and your best friend calls you and tells you that she has a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do keto G's lashes and get backstage passes. Are you going? Yes, no, sorry, maybe. Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Creative Chronicles Podcast. I am your host, Dee Boogie Brown. Hey, we have an amazing guest here that's always, y'all. We always bring in amazing creatives that do amazing things out in the world. I would like to introduce Jazmine. Jasmine, how you doing today?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm all right. So Jasmine, I know I've been knowing you for a while now, some years, right?
Yes.
I feel like our friendship is so special. It is magical, and you've been doing such an amazing job at lashing. I've been knowing about this lashing, technique that you've been having, and you've built up this brand. Could you tell a little bit about what you do and how do you do it?
So I started lashing back in 2020 when COVID hit. Mm-hmm. I got into the lashing and I love it. When the girls wake up and they see, they open up their eyes and they see the lashes and it makes a difference in you. Mm-hmm. It's lovely.
Absolutely. So you've been doing it for a little bit, right? So
right.
Could you tell me, right, just as far as the lashing and what really got you into lashing? You said you've been doing it for a little while now. What got you into lashing?
So when the lashing started coming out, I started getting lash. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't stop getting lash. So, I got into it really bad. Then the girl in South Bend, where she actually lives in Plymouth, she was doing courses of lashing, and I took her course, and that's how it all started. So
you took a course to learn. How long was the course?
It was just a 2-day process.
It was just a 2-day process. That's interesting. So 2 days, and you built a brand.
Well, I haven't built my brand yet.
Not yet, but
right.
You've been doing it. As far as, what would you say, on a side hustle?
Yes, just a side hustle.
Okay. Nice. So Lash Tech, you're going to start building your brand, correct?
That's the plan.
That's the plan, right?
That's the plan.
Okay. So let's bring it back. Let's get to know Jazmine, right? So Jazmine, tell me a little bit about your story and where you're from and, some of the things like how you grew up. Just so our audience can get a little bit more enlightenment on who you are as an individual.
So I was born in Mexico. I was brought to the United States when I was 7 years old. Moved to Chicago. From Chicago, we moved to South Bend. Mm-hmm. Grandma opened up a restaurant. We stayed in South Bend ever since. Mm-hmm. And that's where home is at now. Mm-hmm. South Bend's been home. My grandma owns a restaurant out in South Bend, so we're all family united. We stay there. And
yeah. Okay. So, all right. So you were born in Mexico. All right. So tell me a little bit about the opportunities where you were born. Are there a lot of lash techs where you were born and where you're from?
So I wouldn't be able to answer you that. I haven't been to Mexico since I was a little girl.
Okay.
Plan is to go here pretty soon and see what it's like out there.
Nice. Okay. So just dialing back, right? As far as family that you do know in Mexico, correct? Do they have any creative outlets that you would know about? Do you have any lash techs, hairstylists, makeup artists that you're related to that lives in Mexico that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
Not that you know of. So you're really one of the only creatives in your family. So, okay, so let's fast forward. Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. How many years did you stay in Chicago?
I stayed there for 6 years.
6 years? Mm-hmm. How'd you like it?
I love Chicago.
Yeah.
I was mad when they moved us to South Bend.
Ooh, who was they? Who moved you?
My grandma and my grandpa.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Why did they move you from Chicago?
My grandma moved to better herself. Chicago was really bad. Mm-hmm. We have uncles and they were in gang members. So she moved us from Chicago to better her kids. Good. I was raised with my grandma, so I was included in that package to move to Chicago.
That's good though, because do you feel like that might have saved your life?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah? Did you like the gang life?
No, I mean, I wasn't. You know, I was still a little girl, so I did not know too much about what was going on out there. But I love Chicago.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just your upbringing, just to tap into a little bit about like your upbringing in Chicago, what was it like growing up in Chicago?
Well, it was fun. You know, like I went to school. Of course, I was little. I went to school from school back home. Grandma's always been a business person. We used to sell elotes, the corn on the cob, and the raspas. So we used to own that. And then in the weekends, it was just family time. We were either at my aunt's, uncle's house, all the cousins together. So
that's beautiful. That's amazing. Beautiful. And the thing is, when I think about that and I hear about just your upbringing, it sounds like, you know, you and your family are really, really close. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. So bringing it back, like, you know what I mean? So as far as you like lashing, did you have it in your mind at any time while you were in Chicago that, hey, I want to do something in the beauty department, like hair, makeup, lashing? Was that on your mind at that time?
Never.
Yeah?
Never.
What was on your mind?
I was a little tomboy growing up, so no.
Oh, no. Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
With the beauty industry was in my mind.
You was like, look, I'm about to throw these Jordans, and that's that on that. So, so the thing is, like, at that time in Chicago, right, a young lady growing up into into adulthood. What was your, like, something that you wanted to do with your life? Like, what at that time, what did you want to do as far as professionally?
I used to want to be a police officer.
Interesting.
I don't know why, but that was something that I always said. I wanted to be a police officer.
That is so dope. I love that.
You ask me now, I'll be like, nope. I don't know what I was thinking.
So, you know, my next question is, why a police officer at that time in that mind state? Oh, there's the sirens too. That's crazy. Keep it. Keep it. Look, the police might be still calling for you. Like, so like, let me know what was the reason behind?
I don't know. I don't know. I liked it when I was, growing up, seeing them in their uniforms and cars. Something I wanted to do. That's awesome.
That's awesome. And even coming from, you know, some of your family members, you know, just a part of just surviving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's an interesting dynamic, right? So, okay. So police officer, and is that, you said no now, right? So you're like, I ain't messing with it now. So, okay, let's fast forward, right? So South Bend, your grandmother has moved you to South Bend. You and your family, actually. And the whole plan, was it to move to South Bend and open a restaurant and run it as a family business? Did your grandmother tell everyone that's what we're doing?
No.
Okay, so how did that happen? How did that transition happen?
She moved to South Bend, started working at a factory. From the factory, 2 years after the factory, that's when it happened. Like, she's like, I'm gonna open up my own restaurant, because in Chicago, she used to work at a restaurant too. So like, she knew based on grandma loved cooking, so she still loves cooking because she's still here. But yeah, so she just said, I'm opening up a business, and she did, and it's still there. Hey,
shout out to grandma. I love it. I love it. So when I hear about grandma, right? When just her hustle and her grind, do you feel like you got a lot of that from her?
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when she opened up the restaurant, what was your first thoughts when she opened up the restaurant, when she told you that she was going to open?
Well, I was young, so I didn't, didn't think too much of it. I was just there to help. I started working with her at a young age, stayed with her. But I didn't really, the food industry is not something I like.
Right.
So it didn't catch my attention as much. But I always helped her through the whole struggle with it.
Absolutely. And you were just doing that because you loved your grandmother, right? Yeah. And it was a family business. I think that's nice of you to even do that, of course, because a lot of our younger generation, like, they don't see or understand how important it is to keep the family business running. So they kind of get off into their own things, which, we can't fault them for it, but it is so important to keep your grandmother's legacy going for the family. So I want to get into your grandmother learning about you lashing. But before we do that, let's talk about you getting into the beauty business. So you said you came to South Bend, you started working. So are you still a tomboy at this time?
No, I'm not.
No? Okay. So give me a little bit of backstory. So married, I'm guessing?
No, single.
Single at this time. Hanging out, becoming like you're dressing up, you're probably doing your hair, wearing the earrings and stuff like that. Tell me about that transition as far as going from tomboy to like, okay, I'm gonna start, doing the lady thing and, all of that. Tell me about that.
Well, I grew older, started liking boys.
Hey.
Met my father of my children, got with him, had my first kid. After that, I was still a little, not so girly type.
Right.
A couple years later, about 23, 24, that's when I started getting into like heels and
Absolutely.
makeup and dresses and all that stuff. And ever since.
Yeah, ever since you was just like, all right, let's make it happen. All right, cool. So that's fair enough, right? That's fair enough. So as far as lashing goes, right? Let's get it all the way into it. So as far as lashing goes, when did you tell your grandmother that, hey, Grandma, I'm about to start lashing? And what was her response?
My grandma was all in for it. She said whatever made me happy to go for it. She always liked to see us hustle for what we want. So it was nice. When I decided to finally do it, I'm not going to lie to you. When I took the course, I was like, I don't know if this is what I want because it's a lot of time consuming.
Right.
But yeah, once I got into it, I just started, from nothing and build my clients up and took it from there.
Absolutely. So, okay, so let's go ahead and just fast forward a little bit, right? So as far as, your family and your lashing business, do you get a lot of support from your family as far as lashing?
Yes.
Yeah? And they are some of your clients, I'm guessing,
correct.
Right? So as far as understanding like the lash business and trying to create a brand, do you feel like that's a difficult thing for you to do?
I don't think it's difficult if you put your whole time to it. I haven't dedicated my whole time to it. Like lashing is my second, my hustle job. So it's like I'm not all the time working on lashing. So maybe if I dedicate myself to it, maybe I could take off.
Does your clients tell you like, hey, you should do this full time? Do your clients tell you that? Yeah.
Yes.
What do you say when they say that?
What I say all the time is like, I love both. I love my other job too. So, it's like hard to pick from which one to choose from. But maybe one day.
Maybe one day? Okay, all right. And that's what you tell them, right? Like, man, maybe one day I might do it. So, okay. So I really want to, get into, you said that you want to create a brand maybe one day, right? So as far as life in general, what's next for Jasmine?
Just got to keep on going. And, my next step is, so I took a break from lashing. I've been off from lashing for a couple months. It's going to start back next month. So my girl's coming back.
Good for you.
The plan is to keep on going, keep lashing, learn more, and then move to a bigger city.
What city you want to move to?
I don't know. There's two in my mind.
There are two in your mind?
Texas is one of them.
Texas. Hey, we here now. Shout out. Look, we are here. We are Creative Chronicles. We're on tour. We're in Dallas, Texas right now. So Texas is great. There you go. What's the second one?
Maybe my second one.
Florida. Florida's beautiful too.
Yeah.
What part of Florida? Southern or northern?
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. Look. Beautiful Tampa. Shout out to Tampa, y'all. Shout out to Tampa in the building. Creative Chronicles will be in Tampa too as well. So moving to a bigger state and also as well learning more. I feel like that is a beautiful combination as far as what's next for Jasmine, all right? So I want to just like get inside your mind. Like how does lashing, when you're lashing, right, your clients, how does that make you feel? Tell me about the feeling of it and how excited you are about lashing.
Makes me feel good. I love to see women feel better about themselves. Of course, everybody says we don't need lashes, but I feel like lashes make a big difference in us. So when I'm sitting there lashing them and, they get up, they finally open up their eyes and they see it, it's lovely. And I love having a conversation with all my clients. Like it's different conversations every day. Some of them come in there and they just go to sleep on me. It's their little therapy, so.
That's so.
It's amazing.
Do you be hearing gossip?
I hear a lot of gossip. Well, said in my room stays in my room.
Oh, you put that sign on the door. Put that sign on the door. That is so good. And I say, like, to us, like most of us, like creatives, we're therapists as well. Like, we hear so much, you know what I mean? And I tell people that's our job. That's in our job description. When we're service providers, we have to be therapists as well. Like, and that's a part of it. But that's great. I love to hear that. Thank you so much for that piece. We're going to take a quick commercial break, giving a shout out to our sponsor, Wandar. Jasmine, check out Wandar with us, all right? And
okay.
Y'all hang tight. We're going to be back. Creative Chronicles Podcast. This is Dee Boogie Brown.
The Wandar app is a user-friendly mobile application that uses geolocation to connect clients with creatives in your community. Each creative professional has their own user profile showcasing rates, reviews, availability, and a portfolio of their past projects. Wandar, connecting clients with creatives in your community.
Welcome back, guys. I am your host, Dee Boogie Brown, and I'm here with Creative Chronicles Podcast. And that was just a word from our sponsors over at Wandar. We're connecting clients with creatives in your community. Jasmine, how did you enjoy that look at Wandar?
Wandar's a good app, something that I would look forward to using for my Lash page, you know, getting clients in there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Look, hey, it's really for all of us. I love the app. I think that it's a great addition. I've signed up. I can't wait till it gets out there to the world. But it's game time. Okay. You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, so the first thing that we do, we have a segment called Dropping Gems, where I ask you a few questions that the audience may want to know, people that's in the Lash tech business, all right? So it's a lot of fun. Let's just have fun with it, all right?
Okay.
So guys, let's go ahead and get into Dropping Gems. Got some quick questions for Jasmine here. Let's do it. All right, so the first question is, how long should you have your lashes on?
How long should you have?
Yeah, I know that. And maybe I should go into this a little more because I see that you have like temporary lashes and then you have the ones that you put on and you can have on for a while. So give me how long you should have temporary lashes on and how long should you have I guess you would say the long-standing lashes.
So what I would tell you, what I use and what I do, it's lash extensions. So you do individual on each eyelash. Mm-hmm. So those go based on however time you want them. You could go a whole year with them, 2 years. Right. As long as you keep up with your care and you don't get no infection, none of that, you're good to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. A year?
But you have to get refills.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Yeah, every 2 to 3 weeks, you go back to your lash tech and get a refill.
So it's more like the refills, but you can have the actual, I guess it's like, how does that work? Do you like just, the refills, you just put new lashes in?
Yeah, you do new lashes, you grab the little, lashes and you make your fan. Some girls use pre-made fans, other girls use their own fans. We make our own fans. Mm-hmm. You go in there and make your own fans and put them on the client on each individual lash.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I did not know that. Okay, so that's great. So the thing is, like, so is this like a popular thing now, like to just wear long lashes all through the year?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think so.
I see a lot of girls with them. I'm one of them.
Absolutely.
I can't be without my lashes. No way.
You said I'm not going outside without my lashes done. I know that's right. All right, so we're going into question number 2. Name a few different types of lashes. So I've been researching, and I've seen that you have like longer lashes, shorter lashes. Give me a few different types of lashes.
So it depends on what type of length you want. We got from 25 down below to whatever. Mm-hmm. My recommendation is always use between 10 centimeters and 18 will be the longest I will use. Other people go up, to 25, 26, 27, but they're pretty low.
Long. Why do they go so long? Is it like a look that they're going after?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. everybody's different.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I seen like this meme where it was like this girl had like, her lashes were, I don't even think she could see. They were like so long. They're thick.
Heavy.
Oh, my God. Is that a real thing? Mm-hmm. Does that like irritate the eye at all?
Yeah, it's not good for them. Because,
Yeah.
you put in it on top of your own lash. So imagine the weight that you're putting on your lash. Of course, you're damaging your lashes and then they'll fall off.
So let me ask you this. So, and this is just a personal question of mine. So sometimes I would see like a young lady, a woman just get her lashes done and her eyes will be really, really red. What does that come from? Does that come from like just her having her eyes closed for so long, or is that the lashes? What is that?
It will be the fumes of the glue that we use.
Oh.
When you go in there, we make you close your eyes so your eyes are closed, but sometimes people are just, their eyes are lingering. So it's like they open up their eye a little bit, they get the fume. So of course it's glue.
Yeah.
So it affects your eyes.
Interesting. And is that like something that'll go away over time?
Yes,
right?
it goes away within 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay. So when you see that, when I see that online, that means that they just got their lashes done. They just took the picture right then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not like days later or anything
No.
like that. Got it. So perfect. Hey, there you go. That's some enlightenment. We're dropping gems. Dee Boogie, look, I'm learning lashing here. So the next question would be is, what's some of the first items that you should get when starting lashing?
Tweezers. Tweezers are important. You got your insulation tweezers, and then you got the tweezers you use to install your lashes. Those are the main thing, and your glue.
And your glue. To get you just started.
Yeah, and of course your lashes too.
Hey.
Your kit of lashes, depending if you want to buy the pre-made ones or you want to go ahead and make your own fans. Then you'll be buying the individual ones that, you could shop on any store, Amazon, you could go online. There's a lot of different lash girls out there that sell their own brand that you could buy from.
Interesting. So you have lash girls that sell to other lash technicians, their brands and their fans is the name of it. That's interesting. So I have even another question, even on top of that. So what about the table that they lay on? Do you need to buy a table right
Correct.
off? Like,
You buy a table.
Yeah.
What is it, like a tattoo table? You buy it, that's it.
Yeah. And how much do the tables usually run?
It's expensive to start your lashing journey. You need a lamp, you need a table, you need your tweezers, you need lashes. So you're looking at the whole starter kit to start off. Good $500.
$500, right? Just to get started. Man, that's interesting. Okay. So, and this is just another personal question of mine. I'm thinking of a sense of, is it okay to reuse lashes? No. Once they come off, they're done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So moving on. I tried to save y'all some money. I tried. All right. So last question is, what should a lash tech avoid doing when they're working on someone's lashes?
Being on the phone, you're sitting there you got tweezers, they're really sharp, so you don't want to be in somebody's eye and get distracted because you could accidentally hurt somebody. So it's like you have to be paying really good attention.
Absolutely. So when I think about when you just said distractions, right? Like, how long does it take to do someone's lashes?
So it varies. First set's always 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on what the client wants. If they want a classic, of course, a classic's always a lot faster, which is like an hour and a half. You go to volumes, you're looking at 2 to 2.5 hours.
Okay. That's a long time to not be distracted. So you would just probably put your phone away somewhere, or have you gotten to the point to where you're so good at it to where like you can answer a phone
Yeah,
call,
I can
or be
answer
on
a
your
phone,
AirPods or something and do it. That's great. But you would say for a beginner to not do that, right? Yeah, to just stay off the phone, just focus.
So you get the hang of it,
Right.
how this works.
Absolutely. So to do all that, and that's a lot of time. So it takes an hour to do like a traditional lash, right? And then you said it can get up to like 2 hours, 3 hours.
On a first set, on a client, yes.
Yeah,
When they come back for fills, it's a little bit faster, an hour and a half.
And how long does a fill cost? How long does a fill take?
About an hour and a half.
And how much give me like a roundabout price breakdown of the traditional, the starter, when they first come, and then the 2.5 hour one? What's the price rate?
So if you're looking to put a whole volume set your first time, it could be from 150 up. You come back for your fills, you're looking at between $70 and $90.
Interesting. Okay. So, and you said the fill is every 2 to 3 months?
Every 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, 2 to 3 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, y'all got to put that budget aside. Look, because it don't let you be working and always in the wind and stuff, because you might have to go back every week. So put that budget up, y'all. Put that budget up. Jasmine, thank you so much for that. Look, that's dropping gems, y'all. Look, if you didn't learn anything from this, she was giving game, y'all. This is dropping gems. We're giving this to you for free. For what? For free. All right, so we're about to get into the next game. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, we're getting into this creative blitz. This is going to be all fun. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you have the opportunity to answer with yes, no, maybe, and sorry. All right? You ready to get to it?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to get to it? Creative blitz, let's do it. So the first question I have is, Corona's beer better than Modelo's? Yes, no, maybe, sorry, maybe.
Corona's beer. I would go with a yes.
I love Coronas. I love it. Why? And why do you say that?
The taste.
The taste is better.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Coronas are lighter, and I feel like Modelo's got that, I don't know, weird taste.
Yeah, it's a little weird taste, right? Yeah, I'm a fan of Coronas, too. So I'm with you on that, all right? So we're going to jump right into the next one. All right? So you won a free trip to Spain with you and your kids, but you get a call from your grandmother in Mexico telling you to come there. You can pay to go to Mexico, or you can go to Spain for free. You going to Spain? Yes, no, sorry, maybe.
I'm going to Spain.
Look, you ain't going to see your grandmother. Look.
I can see my grandma any other time.
Okay, all right, look. She called and wanted to see you and the kids.
I'll go to Spain and then go back to Mexico.
All right, I guess that's fair enough. Look, good choice. All right, I'll take it. Next one. All right. Is Bad Bunny a bigger Latin artist than Selena? Selena's.
Last time.
No. All right, give me that. And I'm with you. Go ahead, give me the answer.
I feel like Selena is, one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
She was a natural person, she gave it all.
Absolutely. And I agree.
And her music was bomb.
Absolutely. Bomb personality, bomb music, just bomb person, just all around. Like, you can't beat that. You know what I mean? So, RP to the gorgeous, beautiful Selena's. And shout out to Bad Bunny. He's doing his thing too. We all fans of Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny has a great message. Yeah, he in there. Shout out to Bad Bunny for sure. All right, so great answer. Final question. All right. You are getting ready for your grandson's B-Day party, and your best friend calls you and tells you that she has a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do Keto G's lashes and get backstage passes. Are you going? Yes, no, sorry, maybe. You gonna miss grandson's birthday party?
I'm there all the time. Keto G's one in a lifetime. What? I'm gonna go lash her.
Look,
Definitely gonna go lash her.
Look, hey, I'm with you, but man, grandson's gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, where's my grandma?
He'll forgive me. He'll love me. I'll take the whole crew with me.
There you go, right. Shout out to Keto G as well. Look, and that's coming for you. You are going to be doing her lashes one day, all right? I'm manifesting that for you, okay? All right, that's our time with Creative Blitz. Creative Blitz was great. Did you have a good time on it?
I had an amazing time.
Absolutely. So we're going to roll into our last segment here. It is called Love is Free, all right? This is giving you an opportunity to shout out anyone out there, one person, one creative that you can think off the top of your head that you want to shout out, that you want to just tell them to keep doing a good job, and just how they inspired you as well, all right? So this is your moment to give them that light, all right?
So I will go with my mentor, the one that showed me how to start the lashing, Denise. She's an amazing person. She encourages a lot of women in my city to keep going. She do nice courses. She keeps going. She teaches you a lot about beauty in a lot of different ways. So
shout out to Denise. Absolutely. Shout out to your mentor, Denise. Does she have like an Instagram, social media?
She do. Okay. Denise Delgado, Lash Tech. I believe that's her thing. Lash Denise.
Okay, so we'll find
Lash
out.
by Denise.
Lash by Denise is the Instagram.
Yep.
Okay, Lash by Denise. We're going to make sure we find her and tag her on there. Shout out to Denise for sure. Thank you so much for the Love is Free. Look, this has been our show. I have enjoyed this interview with you. Look, sunset on us. It's nighttime now. We're in Dallas, having a great time. I want to just let you know, start your brand. The day of thinking is dead. The day of just, procrastinating, like, I might start it now. Start your brand. Your clients tell you what you need to know. Your clients have told you time and time again, girl, do this. Do it full time. Go after it. I know it's scary. It's scary for us all. I want to see you in the future with your own brand. All right, I'm going to stay looking for you.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank
you so much for being on this show. Also, as well, before we close out, please tell the people where they can find you.
Jasmine, Luxuries Beauty Extensions, Jazmine 1282.
Absolutely. And that's our time for today. My name is Dee Boogie Brown. I am the host of Creative Chronicles Podcast. Hey, see y'all next time. Stay tuned. Salute.